Hello everyone, this is Joey from JLD Travels, finally back with a new video after a bit of a short hiatus from the channel. Actually jumping back in with a video from DatingWright because I've obviously not been catching up with some of his content recently, and decided to have a little bit of a ganders and watch one of his newer videos from just about 6 months ago, Passport Bros Still Winning. And probably going to lose another couple brain cells watching this again, watching this sort of content again. But I do like his how he thinks and his take on stuff. So I like to give my little take on his content because I actually really enjoy watching his content. But without further ado, we'll jump in and see how many deleted people we see today.
You know, I asked her, actually, I was like, hey, would you like to go back to my Airbnb? Obviously, you know what was on my mind. And, and she was pretty Latina, Afro-Latina. She was like, yeah, you know, show me where you live. I showed her where I live and everything. And
Hi, Sissy. Hello.
I miss you so much, so much, very much.
真的吗？
你是不是不要我了？你北京的女朋友，北京的女人是不是很漂亮？北京的女人是不是比我好看？
我真的没遇到过女朋友在北京。
可是你都不给我打电话。
我一直都在想你啊。
你被妻我脱轨了，他是不是被妻我脱轨了？他有没有带你们看其他的 girlfriend？
没有啊，你可以问他们，我每天都在。
你只能有 only me，only me。Only
you。Only
me。
可以。只有你。
Pero I like this one though.
Ho, guess what? If your hoe looky took, and I hate your BBL, your doctor need his ass whooped. Nah, for real.
Get a Mexican woman that appreciates you.
What is she cooking, bro?
It's a full-time job, and it's extremely time-consuming, and it's not as easy as it may appear to some people.
Yeah, bro. That's what Asian women, mate. That's where it's at. I'm happy. Couldn't be more happy than with mine.
Man, it look like the guys out there in Japan are crushing it.
I love it. I love being with a black man.
Whenever people tell me dating someone in Colombia is a mistake.
Elon Musk?
Yourself.
Oh, it's not a photo. It's like a video.
But
is that meant to be funny?
Go yourself. Is that clear?
This right here is a man that went down to Colombia and met a beautiful Colombian woman. He actually started posting pictures online about her. And how you guys would think the most haters this guy would have is women in the comments. But I wasn't surprised to see that it was mostly the men that was hating in the comments. I mean, they torching bro in the comments, talking about the fact that he's down there dating a lady of the night. So he actually made a post explaining where he actually met her.
Everybody's been asking, what app? I did not use a dating app or anything like that. I used TikTok. It was this video that that popped up on my For You page. And then I just went to her Instagram and I sent an audio because you gotta use an audio to catch the attention, guys. Listen up. And then from there, you know, the whole spiel. Not gonna lay out any secrets.
And that's one of the secrets, guys, if you dating out of the country. Like, don't date women on the apps. We all know what's gonna happen when you meet one of these ladies off the app.
Well, you know, let me try to go on Tinder. Don't use Tinder, but let me try to go on Tinder.
You're most likely gonna get drugged and robbed. But he did it the right way. He went and checked out her social media. Now, of course, women can put on some type of persona on social media. But when you see that she actually has a real ongoing following, she's, you know, you see that she's actually a college student. She work a normal job. She shares her life online. Then yes, that's a green flag, not a red one. So you can kind of progress the relationship forward, get to know her on a real basis versus thinking something negative about her. Now, of course, just because she has a social media presence doesn't make her an angel. You still got to vet this woman and continue to get to know her regardless. If I was him, I wouldn't even respond to the haters anymore. But congratulations to this man and good luck to him.
Study from Cornell University says women aren't getting married because prospective husbands
husbands,
Brokies
can't
get none.
provide enough financial security. You really think about the lifestyle that you want to live when it comes down to vacations and how many kids you want to have. And I feel like ideally my husband needs to be making $650,000. What percent of the family?
Is that woman like on cloud cuckoo land? She's not seeing a relationship as a loving, romantic, meaningful thing that happens between two people, whether it's a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman, a man and a trans person, or whatever they identify as. That's like irrelevant. But it's just this utter brazen disregard for reality. That why would a man that's lucky enough to be earning $600,000 a year is then just going to pay for your lifestyle where you bring nothing financially viable to the relationship apart from you see him as a walking bank account? I've not missed doing these videos because like the sheer stupidity of some of these women, that they seem to think that they're, I don't know, that they're kind of seeing it like they need to be paid to be in a marriage or to be in some kind of meaningful relationship with another human being. And it's just utterly stupid beyond belief. I jump back in.
Income do you personally want to contribute? Well, I guess I wouldn't be contributing financially. I don't want any of my income to be needed in the family. 300,000? Like, I guess if they made less than that, I feel like we wouldn't have the lifestyle I wanted, so I would work. Right.
Oh my god.
Is that bad?
How?
What do you think the median income is?
She's even laughing about it, bro. How?
Oh my god, really?
What's the most a
You
guy gotta
expect
make to
him
be
to
with
pay
you?
for absolutely everything, but
To
then
be
if
with
you
me?
earn
Yeah.
anything,
Say a
you're
good
not
100,000.
prepared to put any of your
That's a
own
year
money
or
into it.
monthly?
Oh my
Monthly.
god.
He gotta make 100,000 a month to be with you.
Yes, you see me?
In this city, there are so many women that the men are forced to have 3 mistresses and don't work. Dongguan in China is known for 2 things.
my god.
Firstly, its production of technological objects such as iPhones and iPads, and secondly, its reputation as the sex capital of China. As a result of the country's long-standing one-child policy, the male-female imbalance has become so great that it's not uncommon to see men with 1, 2, 3, or even 4 wives. And everyone thinks it's normal. On the other hand, contrary to what we hear here and there on TikTok, it's not a question of roommates or saving costs. In fact, since local companies prefer to hire women, whom they find more reliable than men, the women have a lot of money while the men have a lot of free time. On local TV, Ayi, an unemployed man, says that it's easier for him to find a woman than a job, and that he simply preferred to find a woman to pay his bills rather than a job. He also adds that over there, if you only have 1 wife, people laugh at you and find it inconceivable. Over there, it's normal to have several girlfriends. It's almost a social pressure.
What?
As for the women, they don't seem to be bothered by the situation because they say they prefer these arrangements to being alone. So, are you moving?
This lady right here, who is
absolutely
known
shocked
for
that
hating
goes
on
in China.
Passport Bros on TikTok, says, POV, you randomly realize you're an OG result of this Passport Bro phenomenon.
What is this? What is this, please?
Stop trying to control everything.
So I guess her dad is black and her mom is Asian or whatever. But from the way she be talking about Passport Bros online, this is why passport men should not bring their women back to the States. Not only will your wife become Americanized, but apparently your kids too.
That's one thing that's happening in Colombia. There are other many things occurring in the country too. And a lot of the times we're seeing something happening where black men or men in general are being drugged by the drug called scopolamine. Here's a brother talking about what happened to him in the situation.
I apologize. Towards the end of the last day, probably 2 days before I had to leave, I kind of got a little lonely. So I was like, well, let me try to go on Tinder. Don't use Tinder, but let me try to go on Tinder. Find me a little nice chick, and before I leave, in the night with that, Went on Tinder, found one. She wanted to meet up. We met at it's called La Commercial Plaza. It's like 30 minutes away from the Chippy Choppy Mall in the La Flora district. She stayed like 10 minutes away from there. Ended up waiting for her. She ended up coming. We used Google Translate, of course. We went to a bar. I don't remember the name, in the mall, in the Plaza Mall, right? So we're sitting down. We're using Google Translate. She's just telling me a little bit about her. She's complimenting me, of course. Eyes and, you're a genuine guy, nice and everything. Yada, yada, yada. Have a few drinks. Have a little bit more, few drinks. We get up and she ends up taking me to another bar, and this is where it happened. We get to another bar, and when we sit down and she orders El Jimador, I think that's what it's called. It's a white liquor. Start drinking and at some point she told me to kiss her, and I think it was at that point when I did, she may have slipped something in my drink, or she could have had the bartender do it. I know they usually do that too. But at some point, that's when it happened. So when I took my second shot, I just didn't feel, I felt funny.
Oh my god, she dropped something in his drink, bro.
She then asked, I asked her, I was like, hey, would you like to go back to my Airbnb? Obviously, you know what was on my mind.
Oh my god.
And she was pretty Latina, Afro Latina. She was like, yeah, show me where you live. I showed her where I live and everything, and I got up, and that's when I kind of didn't feel right. But I just chalked that up IP to me being drunk. Got up, a little wobbly, she's helping me a little bit. I get in the car, which I thought was an Uber, but from what my friends were telling me, it probably wasn't an Uber. It was probably just somebody she knew, and got in the back of the car, and IP, when I got in the back of the car, at that point, I don't know what happened. I don't know when I fell asleep. I just did. And when I woke up, I was outside my Airbnb on the ground, on the concrete outside my Airbnb, my phone and my wallet gone, which I just got a new phone yesterday. And on Monday, I'm working on getting all my credit cards back. But she has maxed my credit cards, which I've taken care of that also.
First off, this man better be very lucky that he only got dropped off in the front of his hotel or Airbnb, because a lot of men did not wake up, or they woke up in a coma. So good thing she gave him a small amount of whatever she gave him, and the guy pulled through.
So we're sitting down, we're using Google Translate. She's just telling me a little bit about her. She's complimenting me, of course. Eyes and you're a genuine guy, nice and everything. Yada, yada,
bruv, because it's full of
guys,
scammers
this is
and
something
people like
that's been going on in Colombia way before the passport men movement started.
Bro.
There are good and bad women wherever you go.
So
Stop
lucky.
acting so thirsty and don't be naive. How can you show sympathy for someone that throws out all the basic lessons anyway? Don't trust strangers. You got to protect yourself at all costs. Good rule of thumb is to not go to countries where the women are most likely to drug you, even though you still got to be on your toes. But that's why me personally, I wouldn't even go to a lot of these South American countries. I would go to Asian countries where the women are not really notorious for doing this. And the last thing I would say is stop being so thirsty. If you got to go get boxed, dude, just go pick up one of the ladies of the night and you take her back to the room, 20, 30 minutes. You release all that pent up energy, just pay her and let her leave. Like, if you gotta get some box that bad, pay her and get it over with.
I love
a lot of these
videos,
guys out like they ain't never been with no woman before, so yeah.
3 tips to give you to get a girl in Bangkok. First, stop telling her that she looks so hot because it looks so sexual. Instead of saying that, you can tell her that I like your energy, or compliment anything that she wears instead of her face or her body. Second one, you can show the conversation that really interested. You can ask her that, have you ever been to my country? Like this, and then we can have more conversation. Third, if the girl that you target and she really get dressed really good, You need to get dressed a little good and go to talk to her. No need to be a brand, but look proper. Your hair, your shirt, your shoes, and your pants. Everything need to look great. Share this to your friends if they're having a problem that getting the girl in Bangkok. If you have any question that you want to ask me more, drop me in the comment and I will pick one and come and answer you.
But anyways, that's all I got in this video. Definitely drop a comment down below. Let me know if you have any plans of traveling out of the country one day soon or one day in the future, and what countries are you looking to visit first. If you are still watching this video, I appreciate you for that. I will see you in the next one.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a shorter video from DatingWright. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, just utterly deluded Western women as per usual. But like that guy, mate, he got so lucky because some South American countries are well known for doing things like that, and he got a lucky escape where at least he got dropped off and was dropped off still kicking and breathing, mate. So, you know, that man got a very lucky escape. It's part of the reason why I don't touch dating apps and stopped touching them years ago. Before, obviously, I met my fiance now. We met like fairly naturally off like social media and spent months and months and months talking back and forth before I went out and saw her, and then obviously it's just built and built and built from there. And it's built naturally because I actually went out and saw her and spent time with her, and we're obviously looking at building our lives together, and things are slowly starting to fall into place. And yeah, just like that woman was like, oh, I wouldn't consider dating someone if he wasn't earning over £100,000, or it was obviously pounds, but $100,000 a month. And she's like, oh, look at me, and does like a little twirly thing. It's like, and I'm just like, bro, if you're giving off that kind of energy, mate, personally myself, if I was still single, which I'm not, like just that energy is just completely off-putting. It doesn't matter who you are, what colour your race is, what your creed is. You give off that kind of energy, it is a straight turn off. I don't understand why these women seem to think they're worth more than they actually are. Like that was like that other girl in that like short little clip. I think it was spinning between two different girls, and she was like, "Well, I'm not putting any of my money into the relationship. The man needs to take care of it all." And I'm just like, no, no, that's not how relationships work. Relationships are a two-way street. It doesn't matter if you're a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman, or whatever you identify as. If you're in a relationship, there are two living people in that relationship, and the burden is on both of you if you genuinely love each other. And these women do not see relationships as like a love, in a loving sense, in a caring sense, in a romantic sense, in that there's more meaning to it than what kind of lifestyle it can give me. Like if you have that sort of frame of mind, most men will not go near you, and if one does, then more power to you, and he's just a fool. But I think I'll leave that there for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Be sure to check out all our other videos on the channel, and I will start uploading again as frequently as I can, because I've English today, struggling with it. Recently changed jobs, so I'm working nights now, so obviously just need to get back into the thing of things. I thought I'd just do a quick little video just to get back into uploading to the channel. So thanks for everyone that has subscribed so far, and hopefully we can push this on further and get towards 1,000 soon. So thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video, share the video around. If there's anything you want me to check out, or just want to come and say hi, please leave us a comment down below. And we'll catch you in the next one, guys. And smash the subscribe button. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.